Hi class, in this video I just want to do a quick overview of the syllabus. So you can find the syllabus by going to our Blackboard site and just click on this link over here that says syllabus. So once you go there, you'll find a page that looks like this. Up at the top of that page is my contact information. I do have office hours and will be on campus at the MMC campus. You are more than welcome to contact me and arrange a time to meet in person if you'd like to. I'd be happy to meet with any and all of you in person. You can also just email me and we can discuss anything that you need to that way. Below that is the course description and objectives. This is really my goals for the course and how I see the course. So it would be a good idea just to take a quick moment, look through those, try and get a feel for what the course is all about. Under that section we have the important information, different policies. A lot of these are FIU policies. What are the technology requirements for this online course, the accessibility and accommodation for this course, the course prerequisites, what you need to take before you can take this course, and then the academic misconduct statement. Below that is our listing of our textbooks. We do have 2 textbooks for our course. Now before I get into these textbooks, I do need to make a note about the different sections in this course. So this Blackboard site is for 2 different sections in this course, RVD, as in dog, RVD, and RVG, G as in garden. So for the RVG course, there is a mislisting of the textbook at the FIU bookstore. This is because I was added as the instructor of this course more recently, so you're seeing the textbook that was being used by the previous instructor of this course. So you do need to go ahead and try and obtain the textbooks that we have for this section of the course. My recommendation is if you purchased the other textbook, it's by an author named Lannon, L-A-N-N-O-N. If you purchased that textbook, do your best to return it. If you really cannot return that textbook, if you cannot find a way to return it, contact me and we will try to find a way to allow you to use that textbook still. Regardless, the textbooks for this course are Mike Markle's Practical Strategies for Technical Communication. This will be our primary textbook for this course. It covers a lot of detail. It covers a lot of information. We're going to be reading it basically every single unit for the entire course, and it's going to be the primary thing that we're reading throughout the course. We're going to read the vast majority of that textbook during this course, excepting just 1 or 2 chapters. Our secondary textbook is called Document-Based Cases for Technical Communication. It's by Robert Munger. So this textbook primarily is going to be used to provide rich cases and context for some of the documents that you're writing in this course. It's primarily going to help you in writing your assignments to help you understand more of the context of what's going on around them. This is really important for writing effective documents because, as you'll learn throughout this course, you can't really write something without a context around it. It doesn't make sense to think through practicing writing without really practicing it in a specific context. So we're going to be using this repeatedly throughout the course to kind of give us those contexts that we are writing in. So underneath that, before I go on, do note that you can get these through the FIU bookstore. They should be definitely available in the RVD section. But you can definitely find them at the FIU bookstore. You can also find them online through Amazon. You can buy them through second-hand used if you want to. You can rent them. You can get e-text, whatever you need to do in order to get them at a reasonable price for you. We also, underneath that section, have a section that says that talks about the expectations of this course, and I would just want to highlight a few of these right now. First of all, I do expect you to be logging onto the course regularly, and it says 3 times per week. The reason behind this is, especially once you're doing the teamwork starting in the 3rd unit of the course, it's really going to be important that you are available and that it's possible to contact you during this course. I really do not want a situation where your teammates are having difficulty even getting in touch with you, let alone communicating, coming decisions, and everything else. So for that reason, you're going to be expected to log in regularly. I'm also going to log in regularly. I'm going to be on this course at least 3 times per week. I'm probably going to be on even more often than that to answer your questions, to interact with you, do whatever we need to do to make this course effective for all of you. Likewise, you're going to be expected to respond to discussion board posts and emails rather quickly within about 24 hours. This, again, especially is going to be important during the team-based discussions. There are going to be other times where it's less essential, but in general, I do want you to be available. I do want you responding quickly to things because it's going to make everything else flow so much more smoothly and everything else go much more easily. I'm also going to try and respond to you pretty quickly. And the times that I list here are often on the upper ends of what I will be expecting. I'm probably going to be responding to discussion boards much more quickly, responding to your emails within a couple hours at most in most situations, and I'll be grading assignments and returning them probably much quicker than 1 week. I just give that kind of time to tell you what the upper limit might be. We're going to be using a number of different tools in this course. We're going to be using emails, we're going to be using discussion forums, you're going to be submitting items through Turnitin, you're going to be taking quizzes, and there's just a lot of information in the syllabus here that tries to break down all of that so that it's there for you, so that you can read it, so that you can understand each of these different things. And if you have any questions about this, send me an email if it's a very specific question to you, or if it's a more general question, go to our discussion board, post it in that questions about the class. I'm sure other students have similar types of questions, and that way we can kind of get the discussion rolling and talk through all of it. So do take a chance to look through all of this, try to understand all the different structures of the course and what we're doing. It's a fairly complex structure overall, so it might take a moment, but it'll be worth it just to make sure that everything's clear going forward. Down below that, I do have a no late work policy. This is primarily, again, because we're working in teams a lot, because we're working online. I can't really judge who has a valid excuse and who doesn't, and it's even much harder to try to coordinate all of the stuff that's involved in late work online. So realistically, just everything's going to have a due date. You're going to know all those due dates ahead of time. I'd strongly recommend just working ahead, planning ahead a little bit, so that if you have some last-minute emergencies, you can kind of adjust to those ahead of time. Below that, there's the grading breakdown. We have a lot of different graded elements in this course, but most of them are not terribly high stakes. There's a lot of low stakes things, so a lot of things where you can try and you can make an honest effort, and if it doesn't go quite as well, you'll have another opportunity pretty quickly to try again, and you're going to be able to build up an effective grade that way. We have our grading breakdown, which is just the standard grades for FIU and how they define them. Finally, the last section is the course calendar, and this is just going to give you an overview of what we're doing each and every week. This course calendar is replicated in the unit outlines at the beginning of each unit. So if you look at this course calendar, you'll see the exact same information within each unit. But this way, if you want to take a quick look over, see what we're going to be doing week to week throughout the semester, you can get a feel for it and understand how we are going to be structuring the semester. So that's just a quick overview of the syllabus. If you have any questions, specific questions to yourself, send them to me by email. General questions that might be shared questions for other students, post them on that discussion board on the questions about the class. And I look forward to talking to you during this week.